Hi, my name is Keith and I'm known as a Florida Stone Man. And today I'm going to be talking to you about the worst crystal ever, and of course I'm not going to be showing you it, but it's Herkimer Diamond, and I'm going to tell you all about this crystal in this video. I've talked about it in the past, but I found that this is much necessary to be talking about this again in the future, and even now. Herkimer Diamond, and people are like, well, I love my Herkimer Diamond. You can't tell me not to use my Herkimer Diamond, Stone Man out there. And people who stick around Herkimer Diamond too long will get kind of kooky. I will tell you that right now. I've always talked about how powerful crystals are and how elevating and how life-changing crystals are, but there's this one crystal. It seems like it's delivered to this earth kind of early because the vibration of the earth is still raising, and there's just this one crystal, which, how can you use crystal correctly? In very short periods of time, extremely short periods of time, and even after that you'll be like just recovering after that. I'm still finding a way to work with this crystal because I really would like to, and I'm going to update you guys once Stone Man figures out how to work with this crystal without its negative side effects. If you're foolish as to even try to work with this crystal after me teaching this, there's two different kind of karmas. There's the karma that comes to you when you don't know it at all. Maybe you work with this crystal and you're like, well, you didn't know. You flat out didn't know, and your angels might have been kind of saving you from the crystal or pulling some of its energies away from you to be able to help you, because angels can move around energies. If you don't believe that, you ever smell that your neighbor's food all the way down the hallway or whatever, all the way down the wherever you guys live, apartments, all the way down the street, and like it smells like it kind of moved over to you? Because it did. Because it did. Your angels can move stuff, smells, energies around, etc. That's why when you have crystals in your home, they're literally bending the energies of the crystals to the window, to the ceiling, to the floor, to the front door, etc. Your angels can move around energies. It's not even... that's known. But when it comes to this crystal, your angels will be protecting you from this crystal if you don't know much about it. I'm going to teach you about how you can recover from this crystal. And by recover, it's like, okay, why is this crystal so negative? Like I said, it has to be the most intense, because you know Moldavite. Moldavite's very high, intense vibration, but this crystal seems to be uninhabitable for humans' energy fields. And if you're wondering, okay, how can I use this crystal then? You give it to your angels. You put it by their, let's just say you have an altar set up for angels. If you have altar set up or an ancestor altar that you talk to angels on, etc., you'll put this crystal on that altar and it'll turn that into like it'll just like, it lights up energy. I keep a whole bunch of Herkimers hidden outside. I'm not going to say where, whether if it's on the roof or buried underneath the house, but I'm not going to say where I put my Herkimers, but I have found when you put Herkimers outside and people try some kind of psychic attack, you'll know who it is by them not being able to fall asleep. This crystal, this will give you spiritual awakening symptoms that are too intense for most people. And people are like, well, are you sure you're talking about this crystal correctly? Yeah, I did everything I could to work with this crystal in many different ways. I use the world's most powerful crystals to handle its vibrations. And not even I can handle this crystal at the moment. Like I said, I'm still coming up with a way to handle this crystal, but this crystal will flat out be too much. It's pretty cool, because when you do use it in short increments, it's extremely healing, but it does about a few months worth of healing in a few seconds. So when you wear it, which is cool, it's a little just like, what is this? And then after that, you're dealing with a whole bunch of like just scar repair of healing. So this crystal is extremely intense. I call it the worst crystal because it's too intense. And for the people, like I said, when you run off and you try to, because some people will watch this video and be like, oh yeah, Herkimer Diamond. This crystal has the ability to give you a very tough time sleeping. Like, this crystal's energies will literally keep you up for days. Like, this crystal is like, crystal meth, pretty much. I don't like talking about crystals like this, but this crystal is not from this world, and it's a little too much for people who are learning about crystals to use. I have found that people who work with Herkimer Diamond, they are beyond, and this crystal will unground you beyond any extent of Moldavite. Ooh, for people who I found who work with this crystal, it'll feel like their lives are going nuts, but doesn't get better. It elevates and gets worse and worse and worse. And the thing about Herkimer Diamond is it rips you open. Like, it literally rips your spirituality open. It's like, whoosh, it rips veils apart. It rips. If you think having your third eye opened very quickly is bad, and people are like, yeah, I want to try that. No, because you don't really get to keep any of the effects of it afterwards. This crystal, it'll do a whole bunch. And some people won't feel the Herkimer Diamond at first. It's because as you wear this crystal progressively over time, its intensity picks up. It gets stronger and stronger and stronger. And I used to have if anyone remembers, I used to have a Herkimer Diamond necklace back then. I used to have an entire necklace of Herkimer Diamond. And even now I look back then and I'm like, why didn't this necklace knock me over? And it actually was knocking me over on certain days, and I didn't know it. I'd just be like, in my car, just like, what's going on? And then it would kind of fade off because my angels are literally pulling its energies off of me. But your angels can get tired from pulling energies off. They'll be like, okay, he has to realize this necklace is too much eventually, because the energies of Herkimer Diamonds will make your angels freakishly strong. They will make your angels freakishly strong, and they'll put demons in a very, very specific place. But this energies of this crystal, and demons cannot handle this crystal. Like, this crystal is like kryptonite to demons. To angels, it's kind of like it stacks onto their armor. It's like yeah. For humans, I highly suggest the only use from Herkimer Diamond is in very short periods of time, and after usage of Herkimer Diamond, you put it outside. Don't put it anywhere near your feet, because then you'll get really tripped up. Even in your hands, because, okay, for example, when I put on Herkimer Diamond, because I've tried so many different times, and it's messed with me so much after I put it on, because I'll just wake up in the middle of the night at like an exact time. I'm like, okay, I guess we're not sleeping tonight. And there are so many people who don't know what this is from. It's from the Herkimer Diamond. So it'll make everything. This is one thing, Herkimer Diamond, because I have to be careful as I teach this video, because I don't want to scare anyone from working with crystals. So the one thing with Herkimer, and this is just this crystal. This is just this crystal. This is just this crystal. The biggest thing is this crystal will cause you not to sleep. The next thing, Herkimer Diamond will make everything it'll make it feel like the world is ending. It'll make everything so ungrounded feeling. It'll make it feel like everything's falling apart. It'll make it feel like the sky is crashing down. It'll make it feel like Armageddon before it's actually happened. But it'll be intense. You won't know what to do, because you'll feel like so many different things are going on. It'll trip you out time-wise as well. You'll be sitting in your chair. You won't know which day of the week it is. And then 3 weeks later, you're like, oh, I thought it was... How did 3 weeks go by? And I didn't get anything done. And it'll just have you being extremely ungrounded. Too much of Herkimer Diamond will have you being completely unfocused. Because its energies are not of the human realm. They're not. Its energies is too intense. So anyone who I find works with Herkimer Diamond, they need a lot of grounding afterwards. Like, if you work with Herkimer Diamond, I would put black tourmaline on your crown chakra. That's the easiest way to go about it. The easiest way to put black tourmaline on all your chakras. Take the black tourmaline oil from my website, floridastoneman.com, and you can put it on all your chakras, because it'll help ground you. But Herkimer Diamond's too much. I don't like making videos like these, but I've been finding people who work with Herkimer Diamond come to me and they're just like, Stoneman, help, I don't know what's going on. My life is falling apart, everything. And I'm like, take off the Herkimer. And they're like, how'd you know I was wearing Herkimer? Because because like I said, if you put it on your altar for your angels, and it's in your room, they can contain the energy because they're using the energy. Now, If you put it all around you and it's not for them, they're not necessarily going to be able to contain all the energy always. So you have to be very careful with this crystal. Keep it outside. It's actually protective outside. If you can hang it from like a chime or something like that. What this crystal does to psychic attacks, it's kind of cruel in the way it's kind of cruel as to what it does to the people who psychic attack you, because it returns the energy in a way that the enemy can't understand it, and it leaves them feeling lifeless. It makes them feel like they're not on this planet, not in their body anymore. It's the worst thing ever. I wouldn't even I use different protections so that anything that gets to my Herkimer Diamond outside, such as Mexican Fire Agate and Black Tourmaline, it'll incorporate with those energies, so it's not just a Herkimer Diamond. But if you're just using a Herkimer Diamond as a return to Sender Stone, it's kind of cruel because the people who send you the psychic attack won't recognize that it's their psychic attack, and they'll just be ungrounded, just like someone who used the Herkimer Diamond is. And the whole point of people when they psychic attack you is to send it back so that they understand it, so that they don't psychic attack anyone else. But this crystal is just too much. Another way you can use is Boji stones. The male in the left hand and the female Boji in the right hand. There is nothing but fake Bojis online. From what I've seen, all the Boji stones online are flat out fake. Because I guess people either got so used to making fake Boji stones, what you guys are seeing is Moki marbles. If you're buying these little things that are just in bulk, those are Moki marbles. You have Moki marbles. They have small They have small Moki marbles and they have large Moki marbles. I have several people on Instagram showing me, hey, I got Boji stones, and they're showing me Moki marbles. And it's tough for me to tell people, like, yep, that crystal you've been working with is not that crystal. Because it's not a very happy thing. We're like, haha, your crystal's fake. No. It's like, okay, you've been working with something you think is a fake crystal that you didn't get from me. I know you guys get crystals by yourself sometimes, or even before you meet me, but you guys get crystals, you think it's the crystal, you work with it for 2 or 3 years, and you find out it's fake. Well, on the second hand, when you go to FloridaStoneman.com, you get 100% authentic crystals that you know are real. You don't have to be like 2 years into your spiritual journey, like, I think this amethyst is glass because the color is washing off when I take a shower. I'm like, But, I mean, yeah, they're making fake crystals in labs now, and they're doing a very good job. If you've seen some lab-made selenite, it's very good. Like, it looks good, but it's glass. It's very fancy glass. I have to credit them on that, but because some of the fake crystals look really cool. They look really cool. They'd be some good decorations. They're nice, cheap decorations for Christmas on that Christmas tree. Okay, so back to this topic of Herkimer Diamond. I'm not sure who else this video is for, besides the people who came to me for help. But this crystal, and like I said, if you're one of these people who's like, oh, finally, the strongest crystal ever. Like I said, the first symptom it does to you, the first thing that will happen is you're unable to sleep. And that doesn't really go away for a second. You're not going to be able to sleep for like a week, 2 weeks, etc. And then you're going to start feeling crazy. Because this crystal, literally, it'll spiritually wake you up as you're in bed sleeping. It'll be like, time to wake up, and you'll wake up. So you're not just having a spiritual awakening, you're having a physical awakening. You're just like, and you're in bed like, okay, I guess my day is starting. I went to bed an hour ago. And that's the energies of this crystal. It's just wildfire. It's insane. I'm waiting to see if humans are going to be able to use this crystal as the vibration of the earth elevates and the higher vibrational people elevate with it. How I was able to wear a Herkimer Diamond necklace back then, you know what I did with that necklace is I actually cut it off. I was just like, one day I was just so like, I can't take the energies of this necklace anymore. I took some pliers and I went, and people were like, ah! But then I took the Moldavite and I did something else with the Moldavite. Made something cool out of it. But, yeah, Herkimer Diamond is too much. It's flat out too much. It's very amazing how I wore it back then. I know, because when you first wear it, you're not going to feel it as much. It could be a year of you wearing it, and then 2 years of you wearing it. That was my because I've had multiple pieces of Moldavite gifted to me. Someone gifted me a very large piece of Moldavite, and I think that's kind of what offset the Herkimer Diamond, me cutting it off. I was like, I can't take this necklace anymore. I can't take it anymore. So Moldavite, if you pay attention to Moldavite, when you get it gifted to you, it literally eliminates all obstacles. And that necklace's energy is very wonderful for achieving certain purposes, but outside of that, no. So the best use you can get out of the Herkimer Diamond is give it to your angels, or put it on your ancestor altar, because it makes them strong. Like, very strong. Very, very, very strong. Like, they'll be able to move your crystals kind of strong. This crystal is literally a bridge stone between the heavens and the earth. Like I said, I really hope this crystal is able to be used by humans one day. I'm going to keep using myself as a human guinea pig and testing this crystal left and right, because I would really, really, really like to wear this crystal again, just because of how intense it is. I don't know how to yet, because it's just too powerful. Like, when I put it on, my hand starts like vibrating, and I can feel like this. You know when you go into the astral realm and you leave your body, and you can feel yourself leaving your body. That's what it feels like, but when I'm awake, and I'm just like, this isn't right. This isn't right. I did it on a TikTok live, and everyone live was just like getting headaches and flipping out, and like, what's happening? I'm like, oh, it's Herkimer Diamond. Oh, that's one thing too. If your crown chakra's unlined, you're gonna have some thumping of the head. It's gonna feel like the crystal's energies is literally hitting on your head. Long story short, don't work with this crystal. If you want, I really hope, because your own guardian angels who know that you watch this video, assuming you have them around, there are some people who are going to find this video and unfortunately work with Herkimer Diamond. And let's just say this video will be your karma, because, for the people who are being saved by this video, wonderful. Now we have a whole bunch of people who don't know what the problem is, because someone will get Herkimer Diamond, wear it, and like most of the time, if the Herkimer Diamond's small, your angels will hide it. They'll be like, okay, instead of removing its energies, your angels will literally pick it up and just like fly off with it. Like, they'll be like, okay, let's get this crystal away from this person. And you'll be like, I had a Herkimer Diamond ring, or I had a Herkimer Diamond pendant, and it's gone now. Where did it go? Your angels saved you from it. And most likely the angels, they kind of help. I mean, like I said, how did your angels pick up the Herkimer Diamond and fly away? Because it makes your angels very strong. And it's strong enough to save you from yourself with that Herkimer Diamond. But, if you have any questions, ask them in the comment section. Until then, I'll see you guys next time. Ciao!